Hey traders, Ben Nathan here from the Daily Scalper, here with a very quick EA demonstration just to show you guys how simple it really is to use the Daily Scalper EA. Now, basically the EA it doesn't work from anything complicated. There's no algorithms, there's nothing complex about the EA itself. In a nutshell, it trades the itchy fingers method as per the Daily Scalper trading course. Now the important thing here is you should never just set the EA up on any currency that takes your fancy. You need to make sure that you're trading in line with fundamentals. Now that's the same for any trading strategy. If you want it to perform to its best, always trade in line with fundamentals. Now I'm looking at the moment at the Australian dollar US dollar pair, and I know that the Australian dollar's weakened since China adjusted their trade balance forecasts, and it's taken as a fairly bearish move, and the Australian dollar has fallen pretty strongly in sympathy with that. We also know that the US dollar is fairly strong, and that's following the last FOMC meeting where we were told we were on course for a rate hike in June. So the fundamentals are there to push this pair down. Now the Australian dollar, while we've had some good news over the past couple of weeks, we do eventually still expect to see a rate cut. So the economy isn't perfect there either, but for now the short-term sentiment is bearish on the Australian dollar as the antipodians have fallen in sympathy really with that Chinese trade balance forecast. So to show you how easy it is to set the EA up then, so I've decided that obviously the logical thing to do would be to look to sell the Aussie dollar US dollar. So all I do, drag the EA over onto the chart, select my direction, select my initial stop loss. Now if you're trading a quiet session like Tokyo or Sydney, 10 pip stop loss to start should be fine. For a busier session like London, which we're in now, or even New York, maybe a little bit more, so 20 pip starter stop loss would be pretty good. Lot size, I tend to go for around 1% risk on average. I never really go above that. So all you're doing is putting in your lot size, your initial stop loss, and then just what direction to trade, and that's it. So but the EA now will just look for sales throughout the day according to the itchy fingers method. So like I say, there's no complicated algorithms here. Once you've had a look through the course, you'll know exactly what the EA is doing and when it's doing it. So if you see any orders crop up, you'll be able to identify why that order is in place. So that's a brief presentation on how to use the EA. Now, getting the EA installed, again, it's very, very simple. You get a file sent to you, and to install it, you click on File, Open Data Folder. That'll then open up a folder for you, MQL4, Experts, and you just drag the file into this area and then just restart MT4. So again, it's a very, very simple process. As long as you've got MT4, the MT4 platform, it's very simple, very straightforward, but it's just designed to make your life a little bit easier so you haven't got to be at the screen, because the problem with scalping is it's very, very intense and can be very time consuming. So with that in mind, that's why we built the EA, or automated trader, to automate the process for you. Now the other good thing as well, there is one other option on the EA, and that's you can select the duration. So if, for example, you only wanted it to trade a busy London session, you simply put in, say, 8 hours, and then from there it will basically trade for your allotted period of time, and once that period of time is over, the EA will stop trading. So that way you haven't got to worry about it trading throughout the times that you don't want it to trade. Okay, so if, for example, in 3 hours we have some news coming out for the US dollar or some Australian data, then of course you'd have the EA stop just before that release in case the sentiment or the fundamentals change. So that's a brief demonstration of the Itchy Fingers Daily Scalper EA. Hope you enjoyed the video. You can head over to www.thedailyscalper.com to get the training course and EA now. Or alternatively, you can go to forexmentor.com/thedailyscalper, where we have currently got a special on where you can save 25% off that launch price. Cheers guys.